Hey, I have something I need to get off my chest.
Go ahead.
If you don't mind.
Little something?
Well, I got a little something.
All right.
I got a little something for the crew. Yesterday, Jessica Smetana took to TikTok, an app that I neither use nor understand, to call me unprofessional and to demand that I be fired from my job as the unpaid stats intern. And I am here to say, I agree 100%. And here's the thing. Why is she the only one who has my back on this? Where are the rest of you, my so-called friends? Why aren't you calling me?
They're on the B team, Mike.
You're doing our work.
Yeah,
I mean.
you are all on the B team of my friendship. And you need to be rallying around the concept of disliking me and wanting me to be fired. And so I have a little something for you. I'm going to help get you started. Are you ready? Here we go. Hey, Mike, I looked up that Ohio State-Miami national championship thing you were talking about from 2003. It was totally pass interference. Miami deserved to lose. How do you feel about that? You upset about me? You should getting upset? Hey, Billy, you watch too much reality TV. You're wasting your life and Tua is overrated. Hey, Chris Cody.
What's up?
The Cesta Cyclones are a third-rate operation, and Tua is overrated. How do you feel about me now? Hey, Juju. I'm not going to say anything bad about you. You wield too much power on the internet. I'm not saying anything bad about Juju. Hey, Jessica. The Bears suck. Clemson sucks. Dabo sucks. Formula One's boring. I can't say anything bad about Notre Dame because my wife went there. The Steelers suck. All 15 of your other teams suck. Hey, Roy. Panthers.
Oh, no.
The Florida Panthers will never beat the Lightning. You know why?
No.
They're not good enough on the forecheck. You know what else? You know what else? I don't know what forechecking is because hockey's boring. Hey, Whittingham.
No.
Oh, good shout. A shed load. Bona fides. Enough with the highfalutin language, okay? Indeed, good sir, more of your conversation would infect my brain. That is an insult from Shakespeare's Coriolanus, Act 2, Scene 1. Whoa. Hey, Tony. Everyone makes money by fading your NFL picks every week. How's that feel? Also, I've been waiting to say this for like 2 months.
Mike, I wanted to fire you 3 months ago. What's happening here?
I've been waiting to say this for so long. Your car did not get attacked by a samurai sword. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Hey, Stugotz, guess what?
What?
I used to go to Grateful Dead shows too, and then I graduated from college. Also, Tua is overrated. And finally, Dan Le Batard, guess what?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You don't care enough about sports teams to even find an angle on you to insult. Why are you even doing a sports podcast? You don't like sports. You should be doing a podcast about dogs or veganism or Watergate or something. Fire me. Fire me, all of you.
No.
Fire me.
No.
Gate made of water? Or?
We will see you tomorrow. Thank you.
God damn it.
We enjoy all of our time with you. And what I love just from sports last night is Mike Schur is now framing himself as a publicly decent person, a modern day philosopher who writes best-selling books about how you should behave morally in a complicated time. And yet he's watching Aaron Judge yesterday, and he is delighting that New York was denied the moment of being able to have their pinstripe Roger Maris was the greatest. New York is always the greatest moment in New York. They had to do it in Canada, and he spit acid at his television laughing at the Yankees because they couldn't have their moment at home.
The only thing better than him having to hit number 61 in Toronto is if the guy who would drop the home run ball had been in a Yankee uniform. That was the only way that could have gone better for me. But otherwise, it was perfect.
Who's the home run leader? Why are we celebrating this retroactively? As it's the thing is strange to me to see people now strip down Barry Bonds yet again through the steroids.
Not just
stuff.
people. Roger Maris Jr. is saying no. 61's the number. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, guys. Well, what are we doing? You don't want to go down this road. The all-time record for home runs in a season is 73. Then 70, and then 66 or whatever. Sosa, McGuire, the game never cared about PEDs or cheating. They actively encouraged it, in fact, or tacitly encouraged it because they liked the way that it was helping drive attendance and driving ratings. You can't play this game. You cannot go backwards and start stripping away records because then you have to go look at a lot of people that you don't want to look at, people that the game reveres and holds in very high esteem, all of whom also cheated and did a bunch of stuff that they shouldn't have done. So I understand the frustration if you're Roger Maris Jr. and the thing that your family has is 61 home runs. I get it. You can't play that game. Joe Posnanski, with whom I do the podcast here on Meadowlark Media, my actual job that I actually get paid for, he wrote a very good piece about this, which you can read at his Substack, about this very situation, which is like, you cannot say that those guys don't have legitimate numbers without going backwards in time and investigating a lot of other numbers that can't be investigated but probably should have been, because the game never really cared. The game cared about one thing. They had one rule. The one rule was you can't bet on baseball. That's why Pete Rose broke that one rule, and he was banned for life, because that's the only rule they had and the only rule they cared about or enforced. So you just can't make that claim. It's not a good idea to make that claim, because there's a lot of guys who played the game that are among the most beloved figures in the history of the sport, who have admitted in their post-playing days to taking amphetamines and doing whatever else that they had to do, corking their bats and everything else. And so that's a non-starter as an argument as far as I'm concerned. Aaron Judge is having the greatest year. By the way, my stat of the day tomorrow will be about Aaron Judge. There's a little tease for you.
Wow. A little
He's having an
tease from the
incredible
guy
year.
trying to get fired. A little tease. He'll be back tomorrow as he tries to get fired.